Today I'm going to show you how I edited this all image, and if you want to follow along, the link is in the description of the video. There you can find the photo to follow along. If you have your own photo, that's also fine. Just use your own photo and follow the same steps I do. Just make sure your photo looks a bit like the same, right? So let's get into this video. All right, I have my photo here in Photoshop, and the first thing what I would like to do is I would like to separate my subject from the background. So let's try out select and go to subject. And let's see if Photoshop actually can select it. Now, this looks fine. I'm gonna make a mask. Then I'm gonna create a new layer and I'm gonna select solid color. Because I wanna make a solid color, let's actually bring this to the background. Now, for the solid color, I wanna make like a bit of a lighting in the center. So I'm gonna make a new, let's say solid color. And for this one, I'm gonna make it kind of bluish, but a little bit lighter, like that. A bit of light blue tones, not really light blue, but lighter than the original background. Let's actually make the background kind of really dark blue. I don't want to have it super black. I want to have a little bit of this blue tone in the background just to get that blue effect. Then I'm going to enable this layer again, and I'm going to press Ctrl I on the mask because I want to remove it first. Let's now just take a normal brush, and I'm going to use a white brush, and I'm going to just press in the middle here in the center a couple of times. Keep in mind that I'm using a soft round general brush with the hardness at 0. So if I press a couple of times, I can create this kind of effect, like there's some glow around them or something. And this creates a really nice effect on the whole photo. Now we can work on the all itself. We worked on the lighting, or actually the background only, and now I want to work on the all. Now the first thing what I would like to do is I'm gonna create a new layer, and I'm gonna go to edit, fill, and I'm gonna select 50% gray, and I will change this to overlay, and then I can brush something. I want to use the burn tool first. Let's use the burn tool. If you go down here, we have the burn tool. Then what I will do is I would go to the settings of the burn tool, and let's go to the midtones, and I'm going to increase this a bit, let's say around 30, and maybe even lower. I think 30 is a bit too much. And then I'm gonna slightly brush here. Let's make sure we clip this mask to this also, we don't brush the background. So if you press right mouse on this layer, create clipping mask, we can clip it to the all and not the background, right? So let's brush a little bit of these areas. I want to make this area a bit darker. I feel like this is still too much. Let's drop the exposure even lower, let's say maybe 5. I'm gonna brush here like that. I want to make this slightly darker, just like that, just a little bit darker on the bottom here. Then I'm gonna create a new curves layer, and with the curves we can adjust our lighting. And again, I'm gonna press this to only affect the all, and I want to increase the lighting here. Let's make sure this white area doesn't get blown out. If you have a different photo, make sure you don't blow out your white tones, just because you're losing the details. And I'm also gonna bring this slightly to the right. Let's now also create a new layer, and I'm gonna go to edit, fill again, and I want to create a 50% gray layer and change the blend mode to overlay, and I'm gonna brush a bit of its face with the dodge tool. And with its dodge tool we can make areas lighter. Let's increase the exposure here. I'm gonna make the eye a bit lighter here. You don't really see an eye, but I like this reflection there. I want to see it a little bit better like that. Let's create a new layer again, and this time I'm gonna do edit, fill again. Actually, I could just duplicate the original edit fill layer in the beginning, but forgot that, so it's fine. Let's now do the same actually, but this time I'm gonna brush some other parts. So I'm again using the dodge tool here, and I want to brush some areas. I'm gonna drop the exposure a bit here. I have midtones here because I want to actually brush the highlights a bit, but also the midtones. And I feel like these are not highlights, these look more like midtones, so I'm selecting midtones. But actually what I want to do is I want to brush highlights, but I'm using the midtone slider. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I want to do. All right, so let's brush a bit of these midtones, or actually sort of highlights, and I want to make sure these get a little bit lighter because I'm gonna create some sort of lighting coming from the right side. So I want to make sure this side gets a little bit lighter than the left side. The original photo, you can see it is already lighter on the right side, so that's good because then we don't have to fake this lighting. We're creating just lighter areas on the side that was already light, right? So that looks a lot more real than just trying to create a fake lighting on, let's say, the left side. All right, we have this a little bit lighter, and we have to clip this again. Let's make sure we clip all these layers so we don't brush the background like that. Now you can see we only brushing there. Let's actually create a layer, and I'm gonna make some sort of a light source on the right side. I'm actually gonna use my lighting brushes. If you want to get my lighting brushes, you can get them on my website. These are my lighting brushes, and I like to create something like that. If you don't want to get my lighting brushes, just place a new layer like that and just use a normal brush and make something like, say, oh, where does it go? Make something like this, right? Or just smaller, whatever you like. Just make something there that's light. But I'm gonna use my lighting brush. I like to create this kind of effect. All right, the next thing what I would like to do is I would like to make this a bit bigger. So I'm gonna press Ctrl T and resize it. All right, so we have some lighting here. We can duplicate this with Ctrl J if we want to have a little bit more lighting. Let's see if we can do that. I'm gonna work a bit on this. I feel like we can make some sort of a different color from this. So the easiest thing to do this here is when you create these different layers, you can go back into this layer and adjust it again. So if you want to make this darker, lighter, change the color here, you can see how easy it is to actually change that. So what I would like to do is I would like to make it a bit more like that actually. All right, let's now work on the whole this part. I want to make a darker part on this part. So I'm going to create a new layer on top of everything, and I just want to have it brushed like that. Obviously not white, but in the color of this. So I'm gonna sample this color and I'm gonna brush maybe something like, let's actually drop the flow here. I'm gonna make this kind of effect. Let's see if this works. Something like that. And I feel like this creates a little bit of depth, like we have something blurred out in the foreground. Not sure what it is. Maybe some sticks here or whatever. This doesn't look like sticks, obviously, but I mean, something in the foreground here is like creating the depth. Could be some mist, whatever. All right, I think this already looks pretty cool. Now I want to work a bit more on its face. I feel like it can get some more contrast. So let's create a curves on the all, and I'm gonna take this one and move it slightly there. I feel like in the light we have too much white tones there. We cannot move that too much, so let's actually do it like that. Next, what I would like to do is I would like to go to camera raw to do some more adjustments. So I'm gonna create a new layer on top of everything and press Ctrl Alt Shift E on Ctrl Alt Shift E on Mac. That's Command Option Shift E, and then press right mouse and convert to Smart Object. And then I'm gonna go to Filter, Camera Raw Filter, and here I'm gonna do some changes. So let's try out light. Let's go to exposure. Let's slightly drop this and increase the contrast a bit here. Let's also slightly increase the shadows, here, and the highlights. I don't know, I cannot increase them too much because all these white tones are getting blown out. So let's actually decrease the whites here so we don't get these blown out white tones like that. So I'm gonna decrease this a bit, and the blacks you can slightly increase. Let's go to color. Do you need to change anything of the color? Probably not, because I like to do color in a different section. But actually, if we do a little bit of these blue tones, this looks nice. Let's do some blue. The vibrance here we can change or remove. I actually want to drop this a bit. I feel like I want to have this a little bit more like in the dark, and in the dark you wouldn't see that much color, so I'm gonna drop this like that. All right, let's go to effects. Here we have the texture and clarity. So what I usually do is drop the texture, increase the clarity to get this kind of effect. I feel like this always looks cool, but in this case I'm also gonna do this. Let's do it, but not too much, just like that, a little bit. Then we have dehaze. We can apply some dehaze, just a little touch of dehaze. Then we're gonna go down, and here we have the curve. Here we can adjust the lighting again, and again these white tones I need to be careful with them so they are not blown out. And let's also do the light here slightly darker, maybe darks here a bit lighter, and the shadows a bit lighter, like that. Let's go to hue. Here we have the colors. We don't see much colors in the image, but we have some of these blue tones, so we could easily change those to something a bit different. I'm actually gonna change the blues like that. I'm gonna go all the way down to, actually maybe we can add some sharpening here. I feel like we can make this image slightly sharper, and some noise reduction. Do we need this? Let's not do this. I don't feel like I need. All right, let's go down to here, calibration, and I'm gonna do something with these sliders. I'm just moving them from left to right and I see what it does. This actually looks pretty cool. We're getting some more colors back again. Actually, we removed them and now we're bringing them back. So this is all up to you how you want to color grade your image, but I like to move these sliders all the way to the left, all the way to the right, and see what it does. This also looks pretty neat. So let's do a little bit of this effect, and maybe I think this, I like it. Let's press OK. Now I'm gonna add a color balance layer because I like to color balance my layers. So let's see, color balance, there it is, and I'm gonna move this a bit. Let's select shadows first. I'm gonna move this a bit to the left and this one a bit to the right to get these blue tones. Let's go to midtones now, maybe a bit of the red here and sort of blue effect. I like this. This looks nice. Let's now do a color lookup. I always like to apply color lookup. Let's select tree strip and now you can see what it does to the image. This is too much, so let's drop it pretty low like that. And now what I always also like to do is I want to apply some blur. I feel like there is no depth in this image, so I'm gonna press Command Alt Shift E again to create a separate layer with all the effects that we just applied. And I'm gonna go to filter, then I'm gonna select a blur gallery and let's try out iris blur. And I'm gonna make this bigger. And I want to have some blur in the bottom here. Not that much, but just a little touch. Let's zoom out and make this a bit bigger. I don't want to have it at the top or anything like it, just at the bottom here. And make sure I can see this. Let's see. Maybe we should rotate this a bit like that. And this like there. Let's see. I want to have it like here, right? So in this area. It's a bit dark, guys. You can barely see it, but we need to make sure it doesn't get too much. So just a little bit like that. I think this makes a really nice effect to your image. We're creating some Photoshop depth in our photo. Maybe even rotate it more. Let's try out this. Let's do it a little bit more, or else we can barely see it. How does this look? I think this looks nice. Something like this. Maybe a little bit down. We don't mess too much with the body. Just a little bit at the bottom. I think this is fine. Let's press OK. And we created some depth in our image. And this is already pretty much done. The only thing what I would think I would change is the background. So I'm gonna go to curves and I'm gonna change these red, green and blue. So if I take the red and move it to the right, I can change this color a bit. So what I do is a bit there, then change the green one. You can see this black tones here, move it a bit like that. And let's do blue and move this one also a bit less. So we need to find a nice range. Let's see something like that. I think I like it. And this is all done. You can always add a curves on top of it and move this highlight to the left and dark tones to the right. But I feel like these white tones are too much now, so I wouldn't do this. Maybe a bit here of the midtones, but some. And that's pretty much it. So that's the final result, and that's how you create this kind of moody image from your image. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to learn more about Photoshop, make sure to check out my other videos, hit that like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.